I understand how lucky and privileged we are to still have jobs that we can go to and we're still getting an income. It's really tough. It's my first day back. I feel like there's already so much pressure. We are working harder and longer. We don't really think it's a long shift now until we're doing 14 or 15 hours. We are getting delayed longer and longer.
We were told there's no beds. They're trying to do some patient movement, but it's going to take a while.
And when we're delayed, like, you can't eat, you can't go to the bathroom. All of our patients, we have to clean every surface of the car afterwards. I've got about 15 minutes of stretching to do it. They keep on saying that the system's working, that doing x-rays in ambulance bays is the normal. It's not.
I'm just letting you know there might be long delays here.
That being delayed for 6 hours, waiting for a bed is the normal. It's not. We've just offloaded another patient. We've just been told that there's over 15 outstanding jobs waiting for us. They say that they're putting things into the system to keep it going, but what they're actually doing is asking us to do more and more. I'm usually a super happy, peppy, fun person. I seem to have lost that at the moment. I loved my job. I want to love it again. I'll keep on turning up to work as long as I can.
Studio 425 for an update at Concord, please. 425.
Just did my first job of the day, a COVID positive patient. The hardest part was the worry and concern the family had, and also a lot of guilt, even though they'd done everything right.
I've got my sister who's actually in intensive care. She's not well at all.
If you can just give Concord heads up and make sure that they do have a bed for our patients, please.
I think I've had about 5 grapes and a strawberry today. While I'm drained and I'm exhausted and we are working and working and working, a lot of the fear about going to the COVID patients has disappeared, and they're just patients and they just need our care. This is our first time back on station. It was a big day, it was a long day. We did not get a single break, and neither did anybody else. When the system breaks, it's individuals that you break. And you don't just break us for our job, you break us for our families.
Give you an idea, one day last week they had to run an ambulance from the Central Coast all the way down into Sydney to the inner western suburbs, which is about 110k, under lights and sirens, because they'd run out of ambulances in Sydney.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they're being ramped up at major hospitals for up to 6, 7, 8 hours, and those paramedics, who are highly trained, sitting in the back of an ambulance with the door open, with a rug around them so they don't freeze to death in the night because they can't find a bed.
But how about that comment? They're saying that the system will cope. It'll cope because the pressure's on them to work longer hours and do more.
Well, it's one thing having equipment, it's another thing having people.
People, yeah.
You put so much effort into the leaders. You know, if you want to come out of lockdown, you're blaming the leaders, but these are the people we have to protect.
Yes,
you know, really.
Absolutely. With so much content online, it's sometimes hard to keep up with it all. And let's face it, who has the time? The Project YouTube has you covered with the stories that matter. Hit subscribe for a daily list of the news that you need to know.